Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another video of another citizen. It's actually my first video, so yeah. Today I decided to do it a little bit differently. Normally I'm streaming, but I kind of find a lot of my friends struggling with the beginning or the basics of the Star Citizen. I'm not going to be covering all the basics, how to fly the ship and so on. However, I'm here to help you to get your first money in a Star Citizen. We're starting in Everest Harbor, which is one of the main hubs above a planet called Hurston and a city called Lorville. And today we're gonna be doing a cargo mission. So we're gonna be getting probably at the end something like 24,000 AUEC, which is pretty alright. And we will be pretty much on our way to get our next ship, which is Cutlass Black. That's my personal favorite. I do not own one. However, there is a reason for that. And I do not own one because I know that it's gonna give me a little bit more of immersion, and every single patch I have definitely something to do because I know that I want that chip. So I'm gonna be doing a lot of trading, and I just set it up as my goal. For renting the chip, it's not gonna cost more than 30,000 UEC. I might put the exact price down in the description. And that's gonna get us started because Cutlass Black, believe it or not, is absolutely stunning ship. It's probably the best multi-role ship for your buck. You can do the cargo, you can do the delivery missions, and you can also do the bounty hunting. So this is the Hurston, and just below us is a Lorville. So let's get started. So first of all, if you don't know how to open the Mobiglass, it's by pressing F1. Then you go down to the contracts manager. And in the general, you just click on Mercenary, and there will be a mission called Call to Arms. So I'm gonna grab one of these. This is a very important mission actually, because if we will be able to destroy any kind of enemies which are red or having a crime stat, but you will see them in your ship as red, then you will be getting a money for them, and that's a pretty hefty paycheck. You know, if you kill someone with a 1 crime set, you're gonna get 500 UEC. If you're gonna kill someone with a 5 crime set, 5 marks, you're gonna get 1000 UEC. That's pretty good. Like, imagine you kill 5 of them and you straight away have 5,000, and you didn't even take any mission. And another thing we're going to be doing is we're gonna look for some mission. We don't want to do this, 3,900 ones. We want to do some mission which is gonna give us at least 8,000 credits. So I'm just gonna click through all of them. Oh, look at that, that's at least 6,000. It's getting better. And yeah, so I might grab one of these, and I can see that all of these missions, there's an HDMS on Magda, there is shipment waiting in Hurston L3, this is on a best deck, and we're going to Yella. Okay, let's start with this one on a best deck. Or you know what, I've never been on Magda, so that's gonna be HDMS Han. So I'm gonna grab one of these missions. I'm actually gonna take a look, maybe we're gonna have a bit more of them. So where is the one? So I'm gonna grab that one as well. And Portaliza, and maybe this one too. Alright, so we should have 4 missions right now. I'm not gonna take any more, so I don't want to make it overly complicated. And so we have one on Magda, we have another one on Magda and Perryman. So 2 are actually on Perryman. This one is on a best deck, and this is an HDMS Han. Okay, I'm starting on Everest Harbor, which is just above Hurston, above Lorville, and I'm gonna get myself a Pisces just because it's my personal favorite, as I already mentioned before. I'm just gonna set it probably 10 more times during the stream video. Sorry, I'm usually streaming Part 03. All right, so, and I will see you in a second in a ship, and then we're gonna talk a little bit more. So we are in a ship. I grabbed the Pisces. Beautiful ship though, and I already have everything ready, and now we are actually ready to take off. So but before I do that, I'm actually gonna check what is closer. So I'm gonna go to the star map. You can just do it by pressing F2 on your keyboard, and then I'm just double click on Hurston. And so first we need to go to Magda, and we need to go to Ariel. So to get to the Ariel, I actually need to go through the OM1. If I'm going to Magda, which maybe I'm not, let's go to Ariel then first. Beautiful. So now I can get to Magda, which is pretty straightforward. I think that was a server lag. So I'm all spooled, and we actually need to visit 2 locations. I think it's something starting on P, and the second one will be Han. From Magda, we will make our way directly to Ariel, and then we're just gonna be flying to Crusader, where we have all the deliveries. And if we will do everything right, I'm actually not sure about 2 missions because they are kind of stuck from the same location, so the boxes might duplicate. But if everything works just fine, we should make around 24,000 credits in kind of short period of time. So the key here is to get more missions at once, not just one, because you know, you're pretty much a lot of cargo space in this ship. However, if you're flying something like Aurora, you might still be able to fit in at least 2, maybe even 3, maybe in 4 different boxes. But you know, you need to test it. Alright, girls and boys, we are arriving in our first destination, which is HDMS Han on Magda. Look at this planet, it's just amazing. Wish it's reality. I wish I have like VR headset, and also the game is VR compatible, but you know, with that kind of, do not even have a 60 FPS. And here, on one screen, which is Full HD, how can I have 60 FPS for each eye, right? That's impossible. But that's right. No manage. But the level of detail, the shadows and everything, it just looks awesome. I've never been here actually on Magda, so it's the first time. It's pretty spooky though. That was a bit rough landing. So we are on our first location on Magda, HDMS Han. Yeah. Like a true believer, I'm just gonna leave the doors open. And we need to make our way to the storage room. Storage room is usually the one with the red beacon in here. That's the place where we should actually pick up our cargo. Like another thing, and that's what I'm gonna show you really when we're gonna be dropping off our stuff, is the mission markers. I do not use the mission markers at this point because I do know where the Magda is, I do know where the Ariel is, I know that this is like a moons of Hurston. So I'm just gonna click pick up, and that's our first box. Alright, this one I think going to sell in. Okay, to get a bit faster when you're running with the box, just scroll your mouse wheel button, so that's gonna make you running. I'm just gonna do that because we want to conserve some time. So this is our first real pickup location. Beautiful, jeez, look at that. This one is actually awesome. Alright, so we are back in a ship, and I do have a first box drop off. So now just to drop it, you can either hold F and click on place, or you can just hold left mouse button. So I'm just gonna put it here. Beautiful. That's our first box. So let's get the others. Alright, so we are arriving on our second destination, which is HDMS Perlman. As you can see, there is a dust storm blazing in here, but that doesn't make us scared, right? Because, you know, we are big boys. And we're gonna grab 2 packages over here. Hopefully it's gonna work. I actually tried it in the past, and it's make a crazy batshit stuff. So hopefully we will be able to get like one and then after another. Okay, that's the first box. Alright, so I'm picking out the second one. Hopefully it's gonna work. Hopefully it's gonna work. Oh, they fixed that. Cool stuff. It's even better than I thought. Alright, so I'm running the third box into the Pisces. And now there is a last pickup, which is on a different moon. Whew, it's getting worse. Look at the outside. It's a big dust storm in here. Alright. I'm just gonna drop it right here. Alright, so we have 3 boxes already inside the ship. Now we're gonna pick up the last box, and we will be heading towards the Crusader. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are at our last destination, which is HDMS Bezdek. So we're going to pick up our last cargo, which is about 100 meters away, and then we're gonna be on our way to Crusader. One thing I need to mention, at the beginning with your starter ship, you might not be able to do this kind of missions with Mustang. The reason for that is that Mustang, I think, still have Bug the Cargo Bay, which is the deployable one, and so you might not be able just to place the boxes inside. However, if you do have a ship like Aurora or a Pisces like myself, you might be able to do that. Another thing you need to keep in mind that some people actually starting on a different locations. So it's very crucial for you if you want to follow the same steps as I did to start on Hurston, or specifically Lorville, which is not going to be exactly the same place, but I was just above Lorville, but you know, it's still pretty close, so you might be still able to take the same missions. Alright, so I'm gonna grab my last piece of shipment. And I'm gonna head back to the ship just to place it in there. When you're gonna be doing these missions, you might probably take more of these at once. I just grabbed 4. You know, just to make sure. Sometimes you might be also even able to take missions for about 8 or 9,000 AUEC. It's gonna give you overall pretty easier start, but like, you know, that really depends. Sometimes these missions are actually taking you across the wall system, and that's not what some people want to do. Even though we're gonna be actually flying pretty fast, so. Alright, so it's the last box, and let's get out of here. Alright, so now we're arriving to the Port Olizar, and this is the first place where we actually need to request a landing. If you haven't done that before, you can do it pretty simply. So there are 2 ways how you can request a landing. The first way is pretty straightforward. You need to press F11, then go to contacts, and then hit this little button. So you request a landing in Port Olizar landing services, or in my case, because I have a Pisces, I can just jump here by holding F, refresh this little bad boy, and I can request landing from here. Once the landing is requested, then you just proceed to this little wrench icon. All right, now we are landed on a Port Olizar, so I'm gonna grab first package. All right, on a Port Olizar, you definitely want to close the door, because you don't want anyone to fly your ship away. Just people can do that. So this time you're gonna click drop off, not pick up. And just put the box inside and we wait. There we go. So this is the first delivery done. Now we're gonna head back to our ship. And the next stop gonna be, I think it's Salin, because we have 2 drop-offs on Yela, and we're gonna be doing them at the end. Right, so we arrived in our second destination, and as you can see, this destination doesn't have any landing pads, so you can pretty much land wherever you want. And we're gonna drop off our second box, so it's gonna be another 6,000 AUEC. So now we're gonna be on 12,000 already, just like that. Don't forget, we still have 2 drops to do. Alright, that was our second drop-off, and now our last destination is actually on a moon called Yela. It's also the moon of Crusader, so we just don't have to travel far. The good news is that as I'm flying a Pisces is an exploration vessel, and it gives us or starting with a lot of quantum fuel. So even without updated quantum drive or upgraded quantum drive, you will be still able to fly all the way from Hurston to Crusader with pretty much ease, and you don't even need to refill. So I'm just gonna make my way back to Crusader. Maybe need to fly far. And we're gonna go to Yela. All right, so now we arrived on Yala. It's raining here. It's not pretty good forecast, and now we have last two drop-offs. So these two boxes actually ending up in the same location, so it's gonna be just very easy to us. And look at it landing. It's pretty still landing, right? Didn't I? Okay, so let's get started. Wow, really love these weather effects. Okay, that's the first one. And if I'm not mistaken, all right, so this was the last drop-off, and now we made around 24,000 UEC. So we are definitely much closer to the Cutlass. And the thing is that I limit myself only to the 4 missions. So if you want to get 5 or 6 missions, all from the same locations, you might definitely be above that threshold. So you might be already able to rent yourself a Cutlass. Now, if you think that I missed something, or if you like the video, just please leave a comment. Just, don't be shy. Or if you like the content itself, just make sure that you subscribe, because it's definitely helping me out and helping a channel to grow. And that's pretty much what it's all about, because I love doing that, and thank you so much. Another thing I wanted to mention is that there's gonna be upcoming stream, and the upcoming stream is usually every Friday and Saturday night. This weekend gonna be kind of awesome, because we're gonna be doing a family stream with my wife and maybe even our 9-month-old son. Ladies and gentlemen, and this is pretty much everything and all what I wanted to cover in this video. I know that there are no basics, so I'm not gonna teach you how to do and how to engage the quantum drive. There are a lot of other videos about that, but if you definitely would like to see more and more detailed videos, let me know, so I might kind of improve on that. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.